come on.
Unbelievable.
According to USA Pickleball, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the United States, and for good reason. It's great due to its low learning curve and high mastery level, and has kept me entertained for hours.
In this video, I'm going to run you through the rules on how to play pickleball. At first glance, pickleball looks like a small tennis or a large ping pong, but some rule differences create a unique, dynamic sport that requires a different skill set. Pickleball is played on a 44 by 20 foot court with a 7-foot section coming out from each net. This is known as the non-volley zone or the kitchen, but more on that later. This video will focus on doubles, as it is the most popular way to play, but singles follows similar rules. For more information on singles and doubles rules, you can check out the USA Pickleball website. Before starting the game, decide who will serve first. For the first few games, rock, paper, scissors works fine. Once the starting server is decided, the player on the right side of the court for the serving team starts the game. They may hit an underhand serve, or they can hit a bounce serve. The serve must go cross court into the service box. It must be hit below your waist with the paddle face below your wrist. Your team always starts serving from the right side of the court, but more on the serving rules in a minute. One difference between pickleball and tennis is the two bounce rule. In pickleball, the serve must bounce and the return must bounce. This is why the returning team will have a player at the net to start a rally, because they don't have to let that second ball bounce. After that, players may hit the ball off the bounce or out of the air, which is known as a volley. The rally will continue until one team makes a fault. Faults include letting the ball bounce twice in your side of the court, hitting the ball out of bounds, or hitting the ball into the net. All the lines are considered in. The only time this doesn't apply is on the serve, when the ball can't bounce on the kitchen line. If the serve hits the kitchen or the kitchen line, the ball is out. Now for scoring, which is definitely the most confusing part of pickleball. Games are typically played to 11, win by 2. You can only score while you are on the serving team. Always announce the score before your serve. To say the score, say your team's score, your opponent's score, and the number of server you are for your team. In pickleball, both players on a team get to serve until their team loses a point, before the ball returns to the other team, known as a side out. I know that scoring sounded confusing, so let's run through a few points so you can visually see the scoring system in pickleball. As previously mentioned, serving starts from the right side of the court. Since it's the start of the game, the score is 0-0-1, except the very first server of the game starts on 2. This is just so the serve dynamic is balanced for both teams. So it's actually 0-0-2. Let's say the serving team wins the point. Both players on the serving team switch sides of their side of the court, so now they'll be serving from the left side of the court, with the score being 1-0-2. Now let's say they lose the point. The ball is given to the other team because their previous server was the 2, and the new serving team starts at 0-1-1 from their right side of the court. Remember, the serving team says the score as their score, the opponent's score, and the number of server they're on. Now if the triangles lose the point, they stay on the same sides of the court, but now serving at 0-1-2 from the left. Now if they lose the point again, the ball returns to the original serving team, with the score being 1-0-1. While the scoring process sounds confusing, you'll be able to understand it better once you get on the court and start playing. The last unique addition to pickleball are the rules revolving around the non-volley zone. As the name suggests, players may not hit the ball out of the air while standing inside the kitchen or on the kitchen line. This also means your momentum can't bring you into the kitchen after hitting a volley. You are allowed to step in the kitchen as long as you're going to let the ball bounce before hitting it. It's recommended to stand outside of the kitchen and not in the kitchen because you can't volley it, but you are allowed to lean over the kitchen to take the balls out of the air.
After playing for hundreds of hours, I can't recommend this sport enough. It's great to play socially and competitively, and will keep you busy for hours. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the court.